Oh yeah, it's your boy Livewire, and I'm back in the motherfucking building, baby. What's going on, people? It's been a little bit of a minute. You know, shit, I've been busy, dog. Like I always say, I've been busy. This is one of the few days that I'm actually able to get free. What happened was, and I'll give you the rundown real quick. What the rundown is? What happened was, I had a meeting in New York. I had to go to Queens, meet up with this doctor. We discussed his website and doing fixes of that nature. And I had another meeting that got canceled. So typically I would have been in the city all day. Now I'm home. And I could come home and work on some shit, but man, I'm fucking tired. I ain't feel like doing it. But I figured, you know what? Fuck it. I'll jump on here, talk some shit about some things I was thinking about in the gaming world, especially with Red Dead second trailer coming out. I gotta talk about that shit. Um, but yeah, man. After that, I'm taking a fucking nap, dog. I'm tired. Just got off the phone with my business partner. I was telling him how my ass is worn the fuck out between dealing with the baby girl and work. I barely even played Forza like that, man. I think I only made it to my level 15, something like that. K Mega's at like 40 and shit. Or 50, one of those. I just man, it's hard, man, trying to be able to play. Because I gotta juggle between Forza, then other days I want to play that 2K, and I just restarted a season playing with the Lakers. Um, then I've been playing through Sea of Thieves, a bit with Triple Cup. I mean, not Triple Cup, my bad. Flip. I probably should get Triple on there too, though. But I've been on there with Flip and what else? And that's pretty much it, man. Other than that, I've been just chilling with the fam, watching TV. Yeah, because that's what motherfuckers do when you hang out with the fam. Don't necessarily play well, at least in my house. I can't talk about other people. My wife is not down for sitting down watching me play video games for fucking 8 hours. Like that shit is not happening. She might watch me play Telltale for a little bit, one of them Telltale games, but not for no damn 8 hours. That shit ain't happening. She be like, "You got an hour. I'll watch this shit for an hour," and that's even if she likes the story. And she be like watching her other shit. But anyway, man, yo, y'all saw that Red Dead trailer, dog? That shit look crazy. That shit look crazy. And it's Rockstar, so it's not really. This is how I felt like, and I think a lot of people were feeling the same way. Red Dead, like it's gonna be good, but you're not hyped for it. You feel what I'm saying? You're not hyped for the Red Dead like years away. I mean, you're anticipating it, but the hype level of Red Dead 2 it wasn't on the level of like Spiderman. You feel me? Even though Red Dead 2, just looking at the trailer, is just a by far superior game. It's just not even like Spider-Man is not even the same. Like if we were gonna classify Spider-Man versus Red Dead, Spider-Man's a AAA game, Red Dead's a quadruple A. That just based on what I'm looking at, it's just a better put together game. And that's not saying that Spider-Man's a bad game. Same thing with God of War. God of War versus Red Dead. You're looking at AAA versus quadruple A. Just the level of detail that, like everything I'm seeing, like same thing with Tomb Raider. AAA is what Tomb Raider was. Red Dead 2, that's quadruple A. Like him walking through, look at Lara Croft walking through the snow in Rise of the Tomb Raider, or Kratos walking through the snow in God of War, and then looking at Marston, I think it's Marston, right? Walking through the snow in Rockstar. Just that level of detail, man. That shit is crazy. and they were just showing how the cinematics like just sync up the way. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, because in like PlayStation games, you're kind of used to that, but everything's very linear to happen that way. Versus Rockstar, it's like, it's open to happen multiple ways, and you can flip this way and flip that way, but you still get that cinematic feel with that crispness and the open world, aspect. Because I mean, I'm trying to think. Other than Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Not Horizon Zero Dawn. Is it Horizon Zero Dawn? What's the shit with the fucking bitch? The cave bitch. I think it's Horizon Zero Dawn, right? The cave bitch, yeah. Yeah. That's the only open world PlayStation game, right? Even though I don't know if their cinematics are. I mean, I just didn't really watch that gameplay for Horizon Zero Dawn that much. I watched the first hour and a half and I was just bored, so I was just like, I can't do it. I know people said that the game might be okay, but it just wasn't for me. But just looking at what I saw compared to the games like Uncharted and God of War, I think their cinematics are a little bit better when it in those games than it came to in Horizon Zero Dawn. But Horizon Zero Dawn does have the open world. But this Red Dead shit is just some whole nother level shit. So it's a whole nother level. And I think at this point, you have the conversations have kind of died down. I remember when they first showed the trailer for Red Dead, the first trailer, and this was before Spiderman came out, and Ponies were saying it looked like a last gen game. I was like, last gen game? What kind of crack are these people smoking? What are you watching this shit on? Are you watching this on a tube TV? Like, what the hell? How did the sub 720p television? How the fuck does this look like a last gen game? But that's what people were saying. The Ponies were out there saying that Red Dead 2 looked like a last gen game. Could have been on the 360 and the PS3. That shit was crazy, man. I'm like, okay. And I know I was like, I know you like Spider-Man. I get that. Spider-Man's big for y'all. I understand that. But let's not just talk crazy now, Like, that shit was so fire, man. Just looking at basically they just did the run down of your single player experience. They didn't even talk about multiplayer. It's just all about kind of like those in-depth single player experiences. And then the fact that you could also go in the first person mode, similar to GTA 5, but the shit looks even better, man. Oh my, like that shit looks crazy. I'm gonna have to play through that shit twice. I'm thinking, damn, that shit looks fire, man. I can't wait to play this game. It's gonna, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to beat it because this shit look big as fuck. But man, wow. I just hats off to Rockstar, man. They doing their thing. Rockstar are the kings of this console, this gaming shit. I mean, this shit is crazy, man. They're the best devs out. Best devs. Especially when you come talking about open world adventure games. They're the best to do it. There's really nobody nobody close. I would say Naughty Dog is probably a few steps back. And then you have I guess I don't know who else does adventure games. Crystal Dynamics and what's the God of War people. They're over there, But yeah, these Rockstar guys, man, these motherfuckers, man, they just do wizardry. Shit is crazy. Even when you think the game might just be okay, you just see what I'm like, damn, bro, this shit is fire. Yeah, so I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. I mean, we got what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? 4 weeks. We got about 4 weeks until this game drops. So I get to get all the motherfucking Forza in as possible. And then my next game, and I got that $100 Forza, obviously, because the game didn't drop yet. I had to get it, man. There was a bunch of, there was just too much shit in that package for $100 that I could just pass it up. Especially when you get the expansion. I was like, nah, I gotta fuck with it. Gotta get the $100 version of Forza. And I'm playing through that shit and I'm loving that shit. But when Red Dead Redemption comes out, I'm beyond that shit. Now, I don't know if I'm a no life that shit like I did Tomb Raider because of how big that game is. I just think it just take too long to beat that game to no life it like that. I probably play it for a good minute, then start jumping back onto maybe for like a week solid. And for me, that's only like it's like 3 hours here and there. So, but yeah, I play that. I'm gonna play that Red Dead like heavy, and then start jumping back into my other games. That Red Dead though, that shit look crazy, man. And that's where the salt comes from. Like now, this I'm gonna tell you the facts, how I sees it, right? And the truth being told. The reason why PlayStation gamers that are ponies, that are the advocates of hate for Xbox and blah blah whatever, and that have been hating on Tomb Raider, hating on Red Dead Redemption, and pretty much any multiplayer that's coming to Xbox that Xbox gamers could say they have the best version of, is because they don't want Xbox gamers to enjoy anything on the level of what they have experienced with God of War. Because remember, God of War they've been touting it as the greatest game of the generation, damn near. They'd be like, this is the greatest game of the generation. I was like, but y'all forgot about The Witcher, though? I mean, God of War ain't better than The Witcher. It might look better than The Witcher, but it ain't a better game than The Witcher. But I digress. But with Red Dead actually popping his head out and cementing itself as the king thus far of the generation without even coming out with a single review of the game, bro. Them ponies are kicking up dust. They are upset. They are heated. Shit, they only got a chance to say that they had the game of the generation since May. Been like 3-4 months. But it's over. That time period. I mean, come on, let's be honest. God of War is the first really, really big game that I think the like a large majority of people really gravitated to, especially with the sales of it. Uncharted sold a lot, but we also know that bitch was bundled with damn near everything. But yeah, that God of War did well. Oh, what the fuck? God damn telemarketers, man. They hit me up all the damn time. But yeah, man, that song was real, man. But they'll get over it, man. Look, they dropped this trailer. Think about it. If anybody should be upset too, is the Xbox gamers. Think about it. Forza comes out tonight, and they dropped it on Monday. But at the same time, people that like Forza, it's a racing game. There ain't no cars in fucking Red Dead Redemption. So if you want to, drive around expensive ass cars, doing wild shit, jumping off of freaking mountains, you ain't gonna do that shit in Red Dead. It's a completely different game. But yeah, man, it's amazing. This shit is crazy. But moving on to a side note, what's going on in these motherfucking gaming streets, dog? I'm hearing some wild shit about cats out here getting motherfucking contracts for real. Now, when I heard motherfuckers talk about having cats sign contracts, like, oh, you gotta sign this contract to become part of PlayStation Nation, I thought it was just like, loose lip banter. I didn't think that cats was actually going to websites, finding contract templates and then actually creating a PlayStation contract. That shit's insane, dog. They really making motherfuckers sign contracts to play on PlayStation. That shit's crazy. That's just crazy. I just can't. I don't understand how people could do shit like this and then turn around and look at Xbox gamers and say we're fucking crazy. Now, if Xbox gamers did some dumb shit like this, motherfuckers will be talking about how psychotic it is, how crazy Xbox gamers are. Why the fuck would they make people sign a contract to play on Xbox? But they doing that shit with PlayStation. That's it. That shit is just like, okay. I don't understand that shit. Some wild shit, man. Some wild shit. I'm coming back to wild shit. You know, fucking PlayStation contracts. That's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I just can't even wrap my head around the fact that cats are really legitimately signing PlayStation contracts. That's crazy. And then they're fucking what am I? Kids move and like post up, and other people are doing rap battles against each other. When did you need to spit a hot 16 in order to talk about video games? When the fuck did this shit happen? I'm gonna throw my pen in the game. I'm gonna rock me a fire ass rap song just so I can not feel left out and I can be part of the fit. No, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. no, that shit crazy, man. I thought we were supposed to be talking about games. Cats making diss songs about each other, talking about their preference on video games. All right. I mean, you know, hey man, do what you want. What's good, 108? What's good, Bets? Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy, man. What has this world come to when we can't just talk about games without making diss tracks about each other and their preferences? I don't know, man. But yeah, man, you know, other than the slight bullshit that goes on, man, yo, gaming shit is looking good, man. This holiday season, we still got a nice lineup of games coming out. You know, you got Forza dropping tomorrow, Red Dead dropping in at the end of the month. Assassin's Creed drops, I think, next week. I probably will wait on that only because, like I said before, I barely have time to play now, so I don't need another game to throw in the mix that I can't play. So I will wait on that. I need to finish some of these other goddamn games, to be honest. I need to finish Mafia 3. It's got to be done. I got to finish that. I got to finish We Happy Few, which I'm really enjoying. I really like that game, man. There's certain things I think they could have done better to streamline it a little bit more, so you didn't have to run around and feel like you were just really running around looking for shit. I think that's what drags the game out a little bit. It's like the constant searching for shit that's like way in another area, and you just gotta, you know, just constantly search, and hopefully you'll find what you're looking for. But for the most part, man, the game is good. I love the story. The story's great. Gameplay is cool. It could be better, but it's cool. So, you know, Compulsion Games, man, they got something there. They got something. Let me see. What else was there that I was wanted to talk about? There's something else in here. Man, I can't find it. Where the fuck is that shit? The beginning of the crossplay. I think we discussed this a bit on GRG, but yeah, it's interesting. I like to see where it moves forward from now. Like as we know, as of right now, it'll be in Fortnite. I'd like to see how they implement it. And then I would like to see how you know, they proceed with other games, because that's really the key. You know, if crossplay is only going to be for Fortnite, a game I don't even play, it really doesn't affect me at all. Like, it's a non-thing. But if it is going to be like in games like well, a game I would play like Anthem because I don't play COD. Maybe if it's in PUBG, if or PlayStation gets PUBG or win, I should say, that'd be interesting. Um, but what other multiplayer games do I play that are like not exclusives? Huh. Maybe like Battlefront, not Battlefront, Battlefield 5. That would be cool. Because I really don't play Call of Duty. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. Even though it's multiplayers, I don't know. It's all right. I'm just not. I just haven't been a fan of it for a while. But yeah, I think the crossplay's cool. What up, Mr. Kima? Says on that K Mega podcast last week. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was trying to talk about, people worries about game studios. I think people would just get crazy with that shit. They just assume. Actually, you know what? I want to speak about. There was something I heard that people were saying that Next Gen was saying like he wanted Halo and Gears, those studios, to make other games. And I remember a lot of people, myself included, were against it, saying that we'd rather them do, open up other studios to, do those particular things. Then, people were saying that somehow because Microsoft opened up studios, purchased new studios like we asked them to do, and those studios are doing multiple games like we asked them to do, that somehow we're flip-flopping on what we said they should not do as far as taking Halos and Gears and making them do other games. I don't know how people got that shit screwed up. As far as I know, 343 still doing Halo and Coalition still doing Gears. They're just, but those games take a long time, so they're going to take their 4 or 5 years to do. And in those times frames, we're going to get games from, all the Ninja Theories and the Compulsion Games and what have it. So I don't know how people got that shit mixed up, but I don't know. The information gets a little telephoned on the internet. Unfortunately, gotta remind people of here and there. But yeah, man, the games for this crossplay, that's gonna be the key, man. It really depends on what they put in there. I don't think Fortnite, as good as it is and as big as it is, I don't think it just having crossplay is going to be big enough for crossplay to continue and expand. Like somebody has to be willing to be like, all right, we're gonna really make a push with one of these AAA games and really move forward. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing crossplay on a game like 2K. I would love it because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. One of the things I used to hate is when I would go to a friend's house and they would have PlayStation, I have Xbox, and that first quarter I would have to get adjusted to playing on their controller before I could blow them out by 20. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just hate that early adjustment. Like, oh fuck, I gotta get adjusted. Oh, this is how the shot stick works. I fucking hate this controller. That's what I would used to say every time I played on. I fucking hate this PlayStation controller. I hate it. I hate it. My man sitting there be like, but dog, yo, you beat me by 10. Yes, but I could be winning by more if I like this controller. But this shit is dog shit. Man, but that's, but at the same time, I see where certain games like what's that Metal Gear, like I've said in the past, that shit feels like a PlayStation game on an Xbox controller. That's why I never liked it. I was like, this shit feels weird. Like I'm playing it and I'm like, this shit feel weird. And it's not because it's Metal Gear, because Metal Gear has been on Xbox for a while. It's just that it felt like it felt clunky to me. And like, you know, I know PlayStation guys like that particular feel with their controllers, but I was like, I can't. Maybe it's just me and Metal Gear. I can't fuck with it no more. Just give me a Splinter Cell, but whatever. What's going on, Bone? Yeah, man. So oh, you said one of these games going to challenge Fortnite the crossplay. Yeah. I think man, I'm trying to think. I mean, it's options, man. You got options. I mean, I'm trying to think what big game would really like you would need a big game that's multiplayer is suspect ish. Like I think this is what I truly believe. If they need to revisit crossplay with something like Titanfall, that is what the real testament is. Because you're not going to really see the effects of crossplay on a game that already has high traffic, you know, on all consoles. But for a game that typically was known to be dead or whatever, or doesn't have the same amount of traffic, if you put crossplay on Titanfall, that shit'll boost that shit up. You know, especially as the first one to do it. You said Red Dead should get crossplay. I can see that. Yeah, you know what? You might be right about that because because Red Dead multiplayer isn't as big as Grand Theft Auto's multiplayer. So with that being said, it probably could benefit a lot from getting crossplay for that. It'd be interesting. See how people get bodied. I wonder if PlayStation guys are gonna say that, oh, it's cheating because obviously Xbox controllers are better for shooting. That'd be interesting. If that, I mean, I'm not saying that people on PS4 can't body somebody on Xbox. I'm not saying that because let's be honest, not everybody on Xbox is masterful at every game versus somebody on PlayStation. It just don't work that way. It comes down to really skill and preference. That's really what it comes down to: skill and preference. Now, if people get smoked in a specific game because they're playing on 4K and Xbox versus whatever the fuck they play on PlayStation, then shit is it's just a little fucked up. But OG Xbox gamers don't seem to have too many problems with it, and those motherfuckers be playing the shit out some goddamn PUBG, and that shit is blurry than a motherfucker. So they can live with it. I guess it's all right. I mean, you could definitely tell the difference. Be like, damn, this motherfucker's smoking people from across the map. What kind of fucking 4K TV does this guy have? You could definitely tell it because, man, you're not really smoking nobody from hella far in 1080p TV, unless you just get lucky as hell looking at specs. Cause that shit, man, from a distance, when I look at my TV in my bedroom versus the one in my living room, the shit I'm looking at in my living room looks like a person. Shit I'm looking at in my bedroom could be a fucking tree or fucking whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is. Shit, that shit could be anything, man. So what up, live, you fraud? Hell yeah, fraud alert. Oh man, I done changed my name so many times on fucking Twitter, dog. It's just so crazy. I don't even remember what my name is now. Oh fuck! You know what? Let me look. I don't remember that. I really don't remember that shit. I changed it to some shit like a couple weeks ago or last week. It's like Livewire, aka something. Mr. Okay, yeah, Livewire Gamers, aka Mr. Xbox Multiplat Exclusive. Yeah. Yeah, you know how pet cats be hating that shit. You'd be like, you don't have shit. You don't got no exclusives. You only have multiplats. Xbox only has multiplats. I'm like, all right, then fine. We have the best multiplats. How about that? No, that shit doesn't count. What about PlayStation multiplats? Nah, nigga. Them shits don't count. You like your shits is dog shit. What you You know what? I do hear fighting games are pretty good on that PlayStation pad though. Um Especially if you use the digital pad. Um yeah, if you use a fight stick, it doesn't really fucking matter where you play. Which is like my brother's thing. So it doesn't matter where he plays. He uses the fight stick. If he doesn't have a fight stick, then he really doesn't like playing fighters. He said DJ Saint said because Twitter gives me Down syndrome. That's why I'm not on Twitter or Facebook. Oh man. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you gotta step back. That's why I've been falling back, man. Like I post my little wild shit up there, just being funny. But you gotta notice, like for me, I just be throwing grenades out there, letting let that shit explode and see who it hit. And I come back later and see who's arguing over that shit. That's kind of how I do. But I don't really engage in it as much as I used to. I really don't. It's pretty much because I don't have the time. Um, and it gets boring after a while. 'Cause, I mean, it's just tiring to argue with circles upon circles on the same subject. Nobody's giving way. Somebody's trying to convince you that some RPG, turn-based RPG, is the best game that is, ever, and that you should want to play it. You don't even like turn-based RPGs, but in the same respect, you're trying to convince somebody that this racing game is the best racing game thing ever, and that person doesn't like it. It's pointless, man. You're arguing opposite sides. Neither one of you like the same shit, so it's like, fuck it. Yo, what's going on, Flip? You trying to play some Sea of Thieves later? Yo, it's that nigga Showstopper. What up, man? That nigga came by, was busting his gun for real. Said, damn, this nigga is ruthless out this bitch. He's coming for the jugular. He's out here wrangling ponies. You should have a video where you just fucking wrangling horses and shit. Like, he got a horse in a chokehold for real. He said most of these motherfuckers didn't go to school and learn the word preference. Bro, that shit is beyond me. That shit is beyond me when somebody try to argue with me about what I like. I just be sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, if I tell you I like it, then that's it. Like, there's no argument. You gonna tell me I don't? What kind of shit is that? That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Like, but this is the thing about that whole preference thing. People become offended if you don't like what they like. Bro, me and my brother do not like all the same shit. There are certain things we both like the same thing. There's certain things I like more than he does, But at the end of the day, we're both gamers. We just prefer different games. That's really it. He likes hack and slash games way more than I do. So a game like God of War, he'll be like, "Oh my god, this game is amazing," and I'll be like, "It's cool," but he doesn't like stealth-based games. So a game like Splinter Cell, I'll be like, "Yo, this shit's fire," and he'll be like, "Man, I don't know." See what I'm saying? It really depends on what you like. But these guys, what the fuck? These guys out here, man, they just, I don't know. I'll tell you this. My taste as I've gotten older, in general, my palate has opened up in food and in games. There's certain games that I wouldn't play when I was younger that I'm more willing to play now that I'm older. And there's certain games I played when I was younger that I wouldn't fucking touch now that I'm older. And I'm not even talking about as far as like, oh, kiddie games or shit like that. Not even talking about that. Just like, think of it this way. When I was a kid, I used to eat hamburgers, French fries all day, hamburgers. Like, just think, like, that's the type of shit you like: hamburgers, French fries, hot dogs, chicken nuggets. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit you eat when you were a kid. You eat some just regular old whatever type shit. Especially in America, I don't know. I mean, every country's different, so it might be some other shit. But like, you get older, as a 30-year-old man, if somebody gives me an option between a fucking hamburger and a fucking you know, a piece of salmon, or, you know, filet mignon, or, you know, a sirloin, or, you know, maybe a swordfish or something, like something different and that's more palatable, bro, I'm taking the better option for me. You know, I'm just saying. I might want soul that day. Let me get some soul with some, you know, some lemon pepper. You know, it depends on what my palate is looking to have a taste for. And that's kind of what it is for gaming. Like, sometimes I want to play a racer, sometimes I want to play a shooter, sometimes I want to play an indie, you know. Like, I mean, it's certain indies you'll play, you'll be like, oh damn, this shit is fire. And then some of them, they're gonna be shit, and it is what it is. But like, I'll tell you, there's games like, you know, games that I've played that, like, Little Nightmares. Nice game, real nice game. Small game, but a real nice game that a lot of people kind of slept on, you know. But I thought Little Nightmares was fire. But then again, you play a game like, you know, I'm trying to think of another indie that I played that was like, it was whatever. The fuck was that game called? I have it on my Xbox. It's like the Ozark, or not Ozark. What the fuck it's called? I remember Rand was talking about that shit a while ago, and I was like, I thought it was okay. Let me see if I can. I can't find it. I don't feel like running over to my Xbox, turn it on, because it ain't on right now. One of the few times my Xbox not on is right now, because I ain't been home. But I forget the name of that fucking game. Oxenfree. That's what the name. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad game. It's not. But it's just not. It's just not a game I think everybody's gonna grab. Like, it's way too narrative based for me. Like, I love a narrative game that's kind of presented to me easily, that I don't have to go out and do all this extra shit to do. You know? Like, in certain games, like almost like movies, you gotta kind of wrap your head around, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna prepare myself, I'm gonna watch this movie, this type of movie, and I gotta be in the mood to watch this type of movie or to play this type of game. You know, it's not like a big blockbuster thing where it's just like, oh, I'm always up to play something like that. You know, you said, oh, Hollow Knight is dope. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Hollow Knight looks, I looked at it a little bit, but I haven't really looked at it as much. Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to? Last night I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Ashen. I'm looking forward to damn, what's that fucking other game? Below. Those are the main three indies that I'm looking forward to. And I like no game of the year type shit. I'm trying to throw it into categories for. But what I would say is that they look like games I'll be interested in fucking playing. Just to fuck around with, you know what I mean? I just like different shit, man. You know, like my thing is like being a gamer is like being a bachelor, man. You can play with anything and do anything you want, right? So I'm just saying, if you're a gamer and you want to only smash the same type of chicks, or a guy you only want to smash the same type of chicks, that's like a gamer saying I only want to play shooters. And if that's what they want to do, that's fine for them. But if a dude was like, yo, I got a big booty chick here, I got a big titty chick here, I got an Asian chick with a huge ass butt over there, and I got an Indian chick with a serious rack over it. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you want variety, just variety. You want something different. You don't necessarily want the same shit all the time. You know, I mean, at least that's me. I can't speak for everybody else. You know, in my youth, I tried to dabble in a little bit of everything. I was like, yeah, let's go United Nations out this bitch. Let's see. You said I never liked indies or what? You never liked Ori? I don't know what Stardew Valley is. I gotta look at that. Um, Man, Ori's my shit, dog. I beat that shit 3 times. I beat that shit twice, the original, and then I beat it again when they gave us the Ultimate Edition. I beat the fuck out of Ori, man. That shit was great. I love that game. Oh yeah, Cuphead too. I'm with you, Bats. I beat that shit. That shit took me a while to beat. I ain't gonna lie. I played that shit for like a week straight, and then I had to take a break. I had to take a mental break. I was like, look, man, sometimes you gotta put that shit down. You get frustrated. You gotta walk away, walk away, and then come back. You know, because the thing is, man, when I'm playing a lot of these games, I'm playing them late. Like I can't play when I used to play. Like, man, when I was younger, I'd get off of work at like 4 o'clock, and I'd be gaming from like 5 o'clock to like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, I can't even get on the fucking sticks until about damn near 11 now. So I'll be trying to play from 11 to maybe 2, and that's if I don't fucking pass out prior to. And and Flip will tell you that I've been known to be playing the game, and either my character is like paused and not moving, fucking off running, walking into the wall somewhere, and then jumped off a ship or whatever the fuck we playing, racers, or the only game that keeps me up. There's only one game that keeps me up, regardless of how tired I am, and that's NBA 2K. It's the only game. And it's only because you're always doing something the entire time. Even Madden can't do it because Madden has those little breaks. Those will lose me, man. I pass the fuck out. Too many timeouts in Madden, you know. But 2K, that's the only game I know that'll keep me up, even when I'm dog tired. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Try to make sure I look at everybody's comments. Don't want to miss nothing. Yeah, man, but he said I rage on 2K18. He said your blood pressure's down. You know they don't got no defense on live. That should be cheating, man. I heard cats was out there scoring 200 points, man. That shit crazy. Oh shit, I'm hearing shit. What's going on? Oh shit, what's popping? Shit is popping. Fucking popping. Well, I gotta post later too. Fuck, man. Your boy is tired, man. What time is it? 4:10. I'm about to take a nap soon. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Kids make you tired, bro. They make you tired. They make you tired and they make you fat. The word is born. I used to work out all the time. Now, I be so tired. I just give up. Now I gotta be on my granddaddy shit. I gotta, like, when I wake up, I gotta do my 100 push-ups and jog and, you know, fucking do sit-ups and shit. And then do that shit right before I go to sleep. Or, I won't even say that. I'm gonna do that shit like around 9. Because my ass is know damn well, because I don't just be going to bed. So at like whatever time. So I gotta do that shit at a specific time. Otherwise I'm gonna sleep and not do that shit. Man, because that should be hard, man. Come home, do a long day's work. You gotta take care of your kid. And they relentless, man. Kids are relentless. It's playtime all the time. When you don't want to play, that's when they let your ass have it. I'm like, oh shit. I can't wait till you play by yourself, little girl, because this shit is crazy, man. I gotta get you a handheld or something that you're not gonna break every 5 seconds. You said Assassin's Creed made you lose a laptop? Is that frustrating? You must be playing on some hard ass difficulty. Yeah. Damn, what's the last you know what? My temper has gotten better over the years. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be the kid that used to fucking slam the controller into the ground. You know, those Nintendo controllers were durable as fuck though. It wasn't until I broke a PlayStation controller, a PS1 controller, that I was like, all right, I can't be doing this shit. Because one, these shits ain't cheap to replace. And I don't even remember what fucking game I was playing, to be honest. I don't remember if it was Metal Gear Solid or Star Wars, that fighting game. I forget, it was Star Wars something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, that was the last time I broke my controller. I was like, no. Can't do this shit no more. It says I'm almost done 100% Witcher. Death March difficulty. That shit is hard. Man, mad props to you, bro, because I cannot do that shit. I just don't got the time to do it. There's no way. Like the only way I could 100% a game like that, I need to be dedicated to it. Like I can't really be playing much of anything else. I gotta just be like, all right, this is the game I'm playing. I'm not getting anything else except for maybe one other game. You know, like bro, I done bought so many games, dog. This shit is ridiculous. I'll be telling myself, I'll be like, you don't need this shit. I'll be like, no, live, no live. You don't need it. You don't. I'll be like, but I want to play it. Just because you want to play the game don't mean you need to play the game. But I really want to play the game. And then I fucking bite it. I bite the bullet. I buy it. I don't necessarily regret it. I just regret that I don't have enough time to play it. That's really my issue with it. Like I was telling Kimega a while back, man, I almost bit the bullet on buying the PS4 for Spiderman a while ago. It's like, yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna get it. It was like the week before. At this point, it's just like, fuck it. I don't even have the desire to play it anymore because I see too much of it, you know. Like, but before you only seeing snippets here and there, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. But now it's just like, fuck, what's the point? I already know the ending. People done posted that shit online. You already know everything about the game just by watching shit on Twitter. So it's like there's really nothing for me to do. I mean, I'm just gonna be going through the motions of actually playing it myself, but there's no like alternate way of doing anything. It's not, just no different order necessarily of what I want to do other than those little side missions that nobody really cares about. So it's like, you know, like, hey, what's the real point? Um, oh man, and that was gonna be the game to get me to do it, man, because I wasn't really thinking about Spider-Man at first. I wasn't, and I started getting the itch. See enough cartoons. I mean, look, man, you see enough commercials, you start getting that itch. I mean, that's what that shit is. You get that itch. I compare it to the shit on the radio. What's going on, other thing? I compare it to the shit on the radio, right? I'm not a fan of Drake, but you be riding in your car listening to Drake on the radio enough times that you're gonna have at least a couple of the songs that Drake, is on that you gonna like. It's just inevitable. It don't matter how much you say you don't like that song. I don't care how much you don't like the artist. You're gonna see it. You're gonna have a couple. There's gonna be one time that you're gonna have a couple of drinks in you. You'll be hanging out with friends, and that song is gonna be on that you swear to God that you hate more than life itself. and and that shit, you're gonna be the one person just singing your heart out about that damn song. You're like, damn, this motherfucker, I thought this motherfucker said he hate this song, but he's singing all the words. Like, yo, you hear that shit enough, and they put Spider-Man everywhere. So it was like, damn. I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, I was really thinking about it. But then, all the reviews came out and it was a cool game. But then, like people said, not everybody, but a lot of people said it's Spider-Man. So if you play a Spider-Man game, it's not going to be any different than a Spider-Man game. The swinging probably is the most improved thing, but everything else is very much a Spider-Man game. I would say. It said, "Less Sony Web has ruined the game for me, so I ain't pressed to buy a PS4." Yeah, I mean, look, man, they showed so much of it. It's just, you know, it's just been done to death, man. Like it's so overhyped at this point, and it's not really what it's not going to be what they said they claim it to be. I mean, it's just not. It can't be. You know, because once you get on there, you're going to be looking for perfection the way people talked about it. Like, oh, this is the perfect this, is the perfect that. You're going to see bugs and glitches, and then that's just going to take you out of it. You know, and the thing is like that's not to say it's a bad game. Like any game that's overhyped can be tarnished by its issues when it's hyped to that level. Because all games have bugs and glitches. All of them. All of them. I don't give a fuck who makes it. I don't care if it's Naughty Dog, Rockstar, whoever. All them games have bugs and glitches. They patch them out eventually, but they all have issues. But when cats overhype that shit and talk about how it's the best thing since sliced bread and Jesus himself blessed the game, it's just, that's when you get the game and you be like, bro, this shit ain't what you said this shit was supposed to be. You know? That's really what it is. I mean, that's the only thing that I really find, I get a little, I'd be like, about like when gamers overhype shit. Now, this is what I like to hear. Like when people say, I like the game, and these are the reasons I like it, that shit I can fuck with. You say you like the game, you like it for these reasons, I can fuck with that. But when they coming out their mouth saying like dumb shit like Spider-Man is much better than Batman Arkham, the combat is so much better, I'm like, hold up. First of all, the pace of the game, from what I'm hearing and what I've seen, Spider-Man doesn't have as good pacing to his game as Batman. So that's one thing. Two, the combat in some aspects is improved versus Batman Arkham, but in other aspects is lacking due to the fact that you can't really chain together specials. You have all these special weapons, but yet you can't really chain together specials with the combos. So it's like you got to do a wheel, it cut, it breaks up shit like that shit. That shit is never mentioned as a negative. It's just like, oh well, it's what it is. What it is. So I just find it crazy that people kind of just give shit a pass, But it's only because of Spider-Man. Like if it was any other game, people would be more honest about it. But it's a PlayStation game and it's a beloved IP, you know. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't think its rating would be different if Spider-Man was multi-plat. I think it'd probably still be the same. I think people give it a pass because the other Spider-Mans we got weren't as great. And what I mean by that is the polish wasn't as great. So you get more polish, and when things are pretty, because that's what Spider-Man is, it's a pretty game. When things are pretty, you kind of overlook the other shit. Like, think about it. That shit got bugs out the ass. That shit had bugs like fucking State of Decay did. And there's no online. So it's just doing, and it's a cinematic game. So the fact that your guy jumps out the window looking like a goddamn pretzel, swinging from wherever, and it doesn't happen all the time, similar to State of Decay. It happens like randomly for whatever weird reason. But that shit, that shit fucks with your immersion. But it's forgiven because Spider-Man versus State of Decay graphically is a better looking game. It just is. It's not up for debate. It's a better looking game. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that State of Decay looks like complete shit, because it doesn't. But Spider-Man just is a better looking game. So therefore, its shortcomings with the bugs are easily overlooked. I would compare it to, think about it. I will put it this way. Think about a chick with Tourette's. You have two women that have Tourette's, one that's okay looking and one that's bad as hell. Both have the same form of Tourette's. But if the bitch that's bad as hell has Tourette's, most dudes will just overlook it. Be like, yeah, I know she be blurting shit out and twitching every once in a while, but dog, she bad as fuck. Like versus the chick that just regular, but she's just like doing the same shit. Is it fair? No, but it is what it is. You just get a pass on certain shit based on this other shit. What the fuck, man? I swear. I bet you spam too. I bet you. It's always. Yeah. Spam. Yeah, shit is ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous. Ugh. He said RIP Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, well. Yeah. Sunset Overdrive is likely not coming. I don't think the game generated enough interest, to be honest. I like the game, I enjoyed the game, but I don't know where you take it, to be honest. I really don't. Because it's like a goofy, crazy game. Um, and to me, it could be a one-off type game. Um, Now, if they wanted to do another one, that'd be awesome. But my thing is like, where they're gonna take it, like story-wise. I mean, because that's the direction that they got to worry about. Um, I don't know. They can always take it to obviously a whole different location and say, just make it bigger, better, badder type shit. But I don't know. I mean, now the game mechanics are obvious. They got to make it co-op. They have to have some kind of multiplayer. Uh, Obviously crazier weapons. That's all. Well and good. Keep the shit you like, and then improve on the shit that people didn't really use. But I just don't think they had enough interest. So maybe that's why, or at least not at first. So I don't know. We'll see. It'd be interesting if they do, but I think it's up to Insomniac to really do it. But see, that's their game. So my thing is, I don't know if Microsoft is invested in putting money towards anything that's not going to be 100% theirs, and I think that's the reason why you have the delay on Sunset Overdrive more than anything. I think they feel like, well, why the fuck am I going to give you 60 mil for Sunset Overdrive when we can't really own it, where I could just take that money and put it towards these new studios that I just fucking acquired and built, and just give them, the money to make games that I do own. So that's probably more of a reason why you're not going to see Sunset Overdrive than anything. It was just a different time, you know. That at the time that they, did the deal with Insomniac Games, Donnie D wasn't thinking about buying studios. Like, that's not, because cats got to remember, like, fucking Gears was acquired by Phil. It wasn't acquired by Donnie D. So Phil got Gears. Because that could have, that game could have become a multi-plat, but it didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would hope, but I say highly unlikely. Highly unlikely we get Sunset Overdrive, unless Microsoft lets go of the publishing rights and allows it to become a multi-plat, and then anybody could, publish it. But I don't know. Said Sony should buy Insomniac and make Sunset Overdrive. Well, I don't think they can, because Microsoft still owns the publishing rights to it. Same way, Remedy can't make Alan Wake because they own the publishing rights to that too. Now I think Microsoft would be better off buying Remedy than Sony buying Insomniac Games. I'm not saying that they couldn't, because obviously they can't. I don't know. My question is, do they want to be bought? That's the real question. Now, I think at this point Remedy be more inclined to, because I think that this control shit is like, if this thing doesn't work out, then Remedy really would be kind of pressed to, get be bought out. I mean, and Microsoft will give them the time. My thing is, Microsoft, the only thing they got to demand from Remedy is like, look, man, this is the deal, Remedy. We will give you the time, but your shit got to be polished, and and none of these crazy delays, And if you need help, you ask a motherfucker. We got people here, all right? If you need help, just call us. But Control looks solid, man. I mean, I know some places guys say that Remedy is mediocre in their games or whatever, and nobody should really care about them. But I like Remedy games. I mean, I pretty much played all of them, all the Mad Max Paynes and the Alan Wakes. And I'm trying to think, that's all they. Well, obviously, it's Quantum Break. I think they only made like 4 games that I know of, including the Alan Wake DLC and shit, standalone for American Nightmare. Yeah, man, that shit's crazy, dog. But man, I'm about to get up, man, because I'm getting tired, dog. Snap is about to kick in, and I gotta be up because I gotta go do this dinner later. So I don't want to be sleeping at the table. I'm supposed to be, engaging in intellectual conversation. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. This is your boy live. It's been fun. I'll see if I can get on here again in the future and do a little bit more of these. It's hard because of work, but since this was a day off, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna kick it with the public. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind jumping on somebody's show in the daytime. Like, your show is doing it early. What the fuck, man? Shit is annoying, man. Goddamn telemarketers all day. But hey, man, anyway, this is your boy live, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. So I'm out this bitch, baby. Peace.